Hey everyone, it's Mama D. I'm here to show you something that I've been doing now for a while, but I have never recorded it. So a friend of mine went to the salon. As you can see, she got some bleach damage on one of her nice tees. So she sent it over to me to do a bleach tie dye, and I wanted to share with you guys how it was done. So let's go. First, you just get a lukewarm water. You take the shirt, and you're gonna saturate the shirt. Make sure it's good and wet in all areas. So yeah, you just make it really wet. You can see it's dripping water. It's really wet. So what you're going to do now is you're going to wring out as much as the excess water as you possibly can. As you can see, I'm still wringing. It's a little bit of a process, but just make sure, like I said, you can get as much water out of the shirt as you can. So I think that's going to do it. So now we have a wet, damaged tee. Next step is you would now, if you want a cool design, like right now with this shirt, I'm going to do a circular pattern. So you would just kind of put your fingers in the middle of where you would like to start. So for me, I'm going to do kind of the middle of the tee, and you're going to twist. And you're going to keep doing this twisting process as tight as you can, bringing in all areas if you can. So as you can see, I have it done here now. So next, we are going to use 3 elastics. So you take the first one, kind of hold it tightly, bring it around the t-shirt. Like this. I like to double because I like to keep the pattern as tight as possible, as you can see on both sides. This is fine. We're going to tuck that in, and then you would do another elastic. And this time you're just going to go the other way with it. So this shirt I'm doing a 6 pizza pie, I like to call it. So there we go. And now I'm going to do the last elastic. So I'm going to bring this one kind of diagonally around the shirt. Like this. I'm just going to turn it over, and I'm going to tuck in as much as this as I can into different areas, just to kind of make sure you know what I mean, making it kind of look more like a ball. So once you have this done, some of my elastics are liking to hide away. As you can see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I like to call them pizza pies. So once you get that done, now you're going to need a dish. So I like to use just an old one. I think I picked it up a long time ago at a local department store, Riffs. You can get them anywhere, Dollarama, any dollar store. So you take your shirt, like I said, you have your 6 pizza pies. Then put bleach in something that you can squirt, kind of like an even pattern. So I like to reuse, and I use an old mustard bottle, works ketchup bottle, anything that technically squirts. So as you can see, this is now bleach. Do not put on your hot dogs. So what you're going to do is you're going to make sure that you evenly put the bleach on every second one. So we'll start here, then I'm going to skip one, here, skip one, here, skip one. And then when you turn it over, make sure you're doing it on the exact same spots that you did on the first side. So we're going to start with this spot. So you're going to saturate this as much as you can in the area that you have banded off. And then I'll skip one. And like I said, if you don't do a perfect job, it's not a big deal. It's still going to be cool. It's a tie-dye. You know, it's not going to be perfect. So again, you just saturate. Make sure you get a good saturation. And then, as you can see, I did these ones. So I'm going to flip it over, holding the one I did. And now I'm going to do the other side. Exactly the same way as I did the first side. And like I said, you can try to use as much bleach as you want. I don't really think it matters, just so long as you saturate the material. So I'm going to turn it over one more time. As you can see, we're hoping to get it to turn to this color as well. So now we're going to bring it to the What you're going to do here is you're going to lift out the t-shirt, and you're going to try to dump out any excess bleach that you have in the container. Give it a little rinse. You don't need to be perfect. And then you're just going to lay it in there. Rinse my hand right quick. Okay. And we're going to bring it back. We are now 10 minutes in. My timer has gone off. As you can see, by turning it over, it did change a bit of the color here. So I'm going to go ahead now and rinse. In the sink, I'm just going to turn on a bit of lukewarm water. I'm going to empty this out. it a little bit. So I'm going to remove the bands. This could be a little bit harsh on your hands. It's up to you. I'm just used to it. Don't bother me. But you could also wear gloves. So now that I have the bands removed. So just make sure you get a good rinse. You know, you're going to rinse as much of the bleach out in the sink as you possibly can. So sometimes I put the plug in, fill the sink up a little bit, and kind of give it a little bit of a wash, like your homemade washing machine. It's looking great. Hey everybody, so here we are. We're out on my clothesline. This is somewhat of the semi-finished product. So what will happen now is I'll give it a run through my washing machine once it dries, and then I'll dry it again, and then we'll have a finished product, and I will show you then.